Okay, our structure faces north, so this is the northeast corner of the property. This is the parkway between the sidewalk and the street curb. This is your water meter. This doesn't, I say it's your water meter, it doesn't belong to you, it belongs to the city, it belongs to the municipality, it belongs to the water company, the utility company, the county vendor, whoever, but it's not yours, okay? This meter and that valve belongs to the water people. After this valve going to your home, that's all on you. Okay, this is an old analog water meter, which is a home inspector's dream. You see that little sprocket inside of here? Okay, that's a flow indicator. Some people call it a cheater wheel or a cheater paddle. Call it what you will, but it's very sensitive. And you can have a minute leak that it doesn't register, but really, you got anything even close to a leak, that thing will spin pretty darn good. So for purposes of this inspection for us today, we have passed the water meter test. By the way, I'm only required to identify where the water meter is. That test is my gift to you. This over here is a valve that belongs to the city. If you got something that's going on, you lose control over here, you can come over here, and these types of valves, parallel is on, perpendicular is off, and you could turn the water off to your house there. The water people don't like that. That's not your job. That's not your wheelhouse. That's not what they like you to be doing. Okay, now we're going to walk right on up. We're looking for the closest exterior bib faucet to the water meter so we can check our water pressure. And we're going to let it sit for a little bit too, by the way. So just so you know, I think FHA requires 15. I mean 15 minutes. Okay, I'm looking for no more than 80 psi. At once upon a time, wherever it was that I learned things, I'd heard there was between 40 and 80. But the code actually says no more than 80. Probably because we have higher water, more efficient water systems now. But we're looking over here, and this looks to me like 75. I'm going to come back and take a still image of that. Okay, now we're going to roll. And I'm going to jump just for a moment, okay, because this is the control, this conduit is for the control wires to your lawn sprinkler irrigation system. And looks like the yard people come in here, you know, and just kind of jacked it all up there with a weed whacker or something. I don't know how it happened exactly, but if my screwdriver can get in there, water can get in there, you bet. That's what I know. Okay, and we're going to roll out, and we're looking for, oh, the main water shutoff valve. I promised you that I was going to supply that information. I'm required to, actually. So we come over here inside the garage north interior wall, right here where it says quality control. Charles did this, okay, in 2019. All right, so we come over here and we go in here in this wall, and right here, you see this little gizmo right here? Okay, that's not accessible. Are you what I think you are? No, you're not. Well, then I'll just keep my mouth shut. Okay, you're not what I thought you were. Okay, and that's a good thing, because otherwise you would have been covered up improperly. This is the main water shutoff valve to the house. Parallel is on. Perpendicular is off. I just turned off all the water to the house. I just turned on all the water to the house. This is where your main water meter is. As we progress in the order of the report, which I try to do, but with video it's difficult. Sometimes you have to move organically. So we come over here and we come through the yard and we come over here and we kind of weasel our way around because I'm a weaseler, and I come over here, and these are the main sewer cleanouts to your house. So if the Roto-Rooter or the guy with the snake or the auger is what the real name is, they come in, they need to auger it, you got a double clean out. This one goes back towards the house, so if you got any dookie or something stuck in the house, you go in here and the auger goes that way, cleans it out, everybody's happy. Okay, your problem's a little farther out into the street, and you got one down here. Okay, I like that. So we got even a third one. Okay, you got a problem out in the street, you go in this one, and then it goes this way. That way you don't have a dead area, and the auger goes all the way out here. And then now we've got another one. Why do we have another one? Do the neighbors have another one? Why are you the only one with another one? Huh. Okay, there's their clean outs. Do they have another one? No, they don't have another one. Going on down. I think I see another one over here. Yeah, they've got another one. Okay, you might want to talk to the sellers, and you might want to talk to your neighbors. You know, it's always nice to meet your neighbors and find out why they have another one. I don't see any others. So there might have been at some point, you know, a problem. The last used car I bought, I took it to my mechanic, and I asked him to look at it, and he says, "This car's got a new transmission in it." I said, "Is that bad?" He's going like, "Problem gone, no problem, new transmission." So I bought the car. But that's another story. But anyway, so we have a third clean out over here. I wonder what that's about. I wonder what the story is. It can be a good thing. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. It might be an interesting story. Coming on along over here, these are our clean outs. Like I said, this is the lawn sprinkler irrigation box. All right, I love this. It's been excavated and lined with gravel so it doesn't fill up with mud. Yes, there's some water in there because the ground's saturated. We've been having lots of good rains. See those two little blue handles? Those are isolation handles. All right, parallel is on, perpendicular is off. So when they come in to service your check valve, it keeps the lawn water from going into your drinking water. Okay, when they come in to service that valve, they turn those valves, to service that valve, they turn these two valves off, and then they replace the valve or service it or do whatever it is that they need to be doing to it. Now, this home is only about 6 years old, and that was just about the time when we came up with one of those newfangled rules. In fact, I'm going to probe just a little bit, because he might be, hey, looky there. Again, you caught me in my method. This is the main water shutoff valve to the lawn sprinkler system. Again, parallel is on, perpendicular is off. Now, do you see the difference between this irrigation box and this irrigation box? This irrigation box has been excavated and lined with gravel so that your valves don't get all cruddy, they don't get buried, that you don't have problems. This is so that you can maintain your lawn sprinkler system. See this box over here? It hasn't been excavated. It's not lined with gravel. It's just going to, I almost didn't find it in the first place. So this box needs to look like this box. This box should have been excavated and lined with gravel so that it doesn't sink in the mud like it's doing. Okay? And I'll come back and put that up. I'm going to speak one more time. If I can get in here. It looks fun. But we move in here, and on this wall, house faces north. Okay, so this is the east interior wall. We've got 8 zones right here. 2 of them are drip. Okay. Actually, one of them has been decommissioned. It's all scratched out. It looks like we don't have a zone 6. What's that about? This is our weather sensor right here. These are our controls. We do not have a plan. Okay, irrigation plan, that would come in handy. And I am not seeing a weather sensor, even though I am seeing a weather sensor, hydro rain weather sensor. So what I'm looking for now, what we should be having, is somewhere along the lines. They usually tack it onto the rain gutter. They usually don't do it at the front of the house where it's conspicuous, so that doesn't surprise me. It's usually close to the rest of the wiring, and this is not what I'm not seeing. I am not seeing a weather sensor. If I find one later, we'll talk about it, but until I find one, I'm not seeing a weather sensor. So what do we learn? We learn, oh yeah, we learned that we've got 75 psi. I thought it was 65, but you go back and check the video. But it's been some time. Okay, so we got 75 psi. We learned that our control wire conduit is broken. We've learned that our cleanouts are over here. Our main water shutoff valve is over there. Our meter is over there. We learned that we passed a meter test. And we also learned that our sprinkler check valve system is over here with its main shutoff valve that should be excavated. The box should be like that.